Hello, hello, and good day to you. Thank you for joining me today. If you're with me live, thank you for joining me live. If you're not live, that's fine too. Just put hashtag replay in the comments so that I know that you stopped by to visit with me for a bit. Today, the topic that I want to talk to you about is the only permission you need is yours. Let's say it again. The only permission that you need is yours. Hey Adina, thank you for joining. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right into this because I like to keep it short and sweet. So, what is permission? Permission says that you are open to the possibility of positive things happening. Without permission, there is no growth. And that comes from Nedra Tawwab, the therapist who I gave as a resource last week. And so why does permission matter? In the quote, she says there is no growth without permission. And so no permission hinders your growth. It also will keep you stuck, small, and silent. And so if we have not met before, I want to introduce myself real quick. My name is Yaminah, aka Coach Yamz with a Z, and I am the owner of Healing is Work Coaching. And I am passionate about helping women to stop doing shit out of obligation so that they can live life on their terms. And so what does a lack of permission look like? How does it show up in life? With being stuck, you will stay in a job that you hate for much longer than you should. Or you'll be there, even if you don't hate it, it may be taking a toll on you physically and mentally. And that's no good either because it's going to wear you down. You can also get stuck in relationship roles. That can be within a romantic dynamic with a partner where you should have been gone a long time ago because you knew it wasn't healthy. Or it can be in family dynamics. I know for me personally, I helped to manage things for people, except I wasn't helping them manage. I was mainly doing all the managing, and that left me drained and with little time for myself. And that's on me because I I allowed it to happen and keep on going. And then lacking permission will keep you small. And so you will do what's familiar. You will not be comfortable enough to branch out and try something new because you got to stay small. You also don't dream big. You don't allow yourself to dream big because there's fear. Wherever that fear stems from, could be from anything, but there's fear present, and so you don't dream big. And then you stay silent, and so that means that you don't set boundaries. I know that was my big thing. I did not set boundaries like I needed to, and so I was out here overgiving to everybody else and undergiving to myself. And you don't stand up for yourself to make sure that your needs are met. And then you're secretly angry because you're expecting people to make you feel better, take care of you, respect you, that kind of thing. But if you're not saying out loud what you need, how can you expect people to line up with that? So if this is you or has ever been you, put me in the comments because I know I'm not the only person that has done these things. I don't actually know if I can see comments, if I'm being honest. I'm doing this from my phone. Y'all know I'm still learning the technology of it all. I'm even joining you from the kitchen today because I just wanted to give a different background. So, anywho, let's get into the 3 tips of what you can do to give yourself permission. Tip number 1 is going to be your own best friend. And it's crazy because when a friend comes to us for advice or help, we are compassionate, we give grace, we are so kind and so loving to them and give them all of the uplifting and the boost and, oh, you deserve better. I wouldn't put up with that shit. We do that with our friends. So be your own best friend. Ask yourself, what would I tell a friend? And then take your own damn advice. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to skip the shoulds. Life has placed lots of expectations on us, be it from society, from cultural norms, from family ties, whatever the case may be. Let the shoulds go. Let the shits go. Your life is yours to live without all that uptight rule setting that has been placed on you. Get clear on what you want and make the next step in that direction. Is it the right next step? Who knows? But inaction is also a problem. And so take that next step. Let's not get all wrapped up in the, oh, this is right or wrong. And then if you need to course correct because maybe that step wasn't the best, you can do that. It's no big deal. Decisions are made, and then you course correct and you move on. And then tip number 3 is going to be to celebrate your small wins. Everybody is really good at celebrating birthdays and promotions and all of the other stuff that is worthy of celebration, but we forget to celebrate the small stuff in between, which were the steps that even got us to the big stuff. And so don't shortchange yourself. It feels real good to celebrate. Celebrate the small stuff too. All of it deserves to be celebrated. And this can be something simple. You can take yourself out to dinner. You can, I don't know, you can take an extra hour and watch TV or whatever the case may be. I like to reach out to some group texts that I have with really close friends. Anytime I've got something going on that I'm proud of, I just drop it in there because I know that those are my people. They're safe. And I say, hey, this is what I just got done, or this is what I'm working on. I'm so proud of me. And it feels good to have somebody do that with you, but it's not required. But, you know, it's not a bad idea. So, what are the benefits and the promises that I can give with giving yourself permission? Well, if you give yourself permission, you will build the muscle to trust yourself. You will also learn that you are enough. Hey, Sana. Hey, Jade. Yes, people on live. This damn technology. The light cut out on me. Whatever. So you will enjoy life as it unfolds instead of living with regrets and the what if of it all. There's no need in living in the shoulda, coulda, wouldas and the past and the future. Live right here, right now. And you will trust that nothing meant for you will pass you by. Everything that's yours, it's not ever going to not be yours. It's going to be there regardless. So the resource that I want to give you this week is going to be with, it's a podcast. It's a podcast of a life coach that I follow. Her name is Nancy Levin, and she has a podcast called Your Permission Prescription. And I really like her podcast because she has whatever the topic is for that day with whatever that person specializes in. But then in addition to that, at the end, she asks each guest to give a bit of permission prescription to the listeners so that you have a little something to take forward to implement in your life. And so if you need support with giving yourself permission to live a full life, please go over to chatwithyamz, YAMZ.com to book a time for us to talk. Let's see if I can support you. That's all I got. That's all I got for you today. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for joining. Questions? Does anybody have questions? Even if you have questions after, you can drop them in the comments. I circle back around to comments. If you got something out of this live, I do ask that you share it with somebody. Share it with a friend. Share it with a foe. It doesn't honestly matter. Everybody needs permission in their life, so share it with somebody. And then join me next week, next Monday, every Monday, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, where I will give you about 10 minutes of food for thought with some actionable steps that maybe you'll feel inspired to take to improve your life, because I want everybody out here to have a happier, healthier life. So, okay. Can you do a quick recap? Yes. Give yourself permission because you deserve it. Tip 1, be your own best friend. Tip 2, skip the shoulds. And tip 3, celebrate those small wins because they matter. I love y'all. Have a good rest of your evening.